Hi, this is Evdoxia from Aiki Coaching, and today I would like to talk to you about expectations. What are expectations? Expectations are strong beliefs that something will happen. People have expectations all the time, and this is because we always think about the future, what will happen, what will come, and unfortunately, we're rarely in the here and now taking action to make what we want happen in the future. So, expectations, we expect things to happen. Someone else will do something for us, life will bring us something. All these are expectations. The problem arises when our expectations aren't met, which is often the case when it comes to other people who we cannot control. Other people who don't necessarily act the way we want them to act or who don't give us what we want to have. And when this happens, when our expectations aren't met, we're filled with anger or frustration or sadness. A lot of negative feelings come out of not having our expectations met. I would like to talk to you about a client of mine, let's call her Anna, who had problems with her mother. She had huge anger issues stemming from her relationship with her mother that affected her in other areas of her life. Let me tell you a little more about Anna. Anna's father was a very strict person. He was really authoritarian and he wouldn't let anyone express themselves in his family. His wife couldn't stand up to him. No one could, as a matter of fact. And the mother used to tell Anna that, oh, I'm sorry, I want to help you, I want to do this, but your father doesn't let me, and you know how he is. So Anna grew up with the belief that her mother was a victim just as she was, and that her mother wanted to be there for her the way Anna needed. But it was her father. Her father was the bad guy who wouldn't let her mother be the mother that Anna would like to have. When Anna's father passed away, something really shocking happened. The mother didn't live up to Anna's expectations. The mother took the role of the father. She became completely authoritarian. She belittled Anna all the time and didn't behave the way she said she would if her father had let her. Anna was very confused, and that confusion led to anger and frustration. She didn't know what to do. So that's the reason she reached out to me for sessions. And we worked on her expectations. Her whole life, she grew up believing that her mother was a kind, loving person that just couldn't express herself because of her father. But what actually happened was that the mother was equally cold. We're not going to examine here why. I mean, if someone's cold or if someone can't show us love, maybe they're victims too. What I did to help her understand the situation, I used an example. I told her, let's say that you need to borrow $100 and you go to your mother and you say, Mom, I want $100, and your mother only gives you 20. And then you're angry and frustrated that she only gave you 20 because you need 100. But guess what? What if your mother doesn't have $100? $20 is all she has, and she's giving it to you. That's all she has. You can't ask her for more because she doesn't have any. So asking her for 100 when she can only give you 20 will definitely lead in frustration and actually lead to a dead end. It'll take you nowhere. You need to acceptance that $20 is all that your mother has. That's all she can give you. If you keep asking for more, you're not going to get any. You'll get angry for nothing. It was a bit hard for her in the beginning to grasp, but she started to see my point. Her mother grew up in a maybe similarly strict family. Maybe she wasn't given the love that she needed and she couldn't give that love to her daughter. But anyway, from the moment Anna realized that $20 is all her mother can give her and it's all she has, she stopped being angry at her. I'm not saying she wasn't disappointed, and I'm not saying she wasn't hurt, but at least she wasn't angry at her mother anymore. And once she learned this principle, like accepting what others have to offer, her life became a lot more easier in other areas too. Like when it came to her friends, her work, she could just accept what other people had to offer. Another thing that she learned was to ask for what she needed. Anna was the kind of person who's very thoughtful and very giving and does things for other people. So she thought that everybody is the same way as she is. She thought that everybody thought like she did. When she realized that not everybody's first response is the offering of help, she realized that she could ask for things and see how much she could receive. Then another issue occurred. When she let go of expectations, she accidentally closed the doors. What do I mean by that? Well, when she let go of the expectation that her mother would give her, let's say, that $100, she said, "My mother will never change. She will only give me $20 for the rest of her life." And then I told her, why do you close that door? Why don't you stay curious and see what happens? Maybe at some point she'll have $30. Maybe she'll have 40. But if you say she will never change, then even when she does, or even if she does, you won't be able to see it. And I'll give you a very funny example. When it comes to that, there are people who lose their things. I have a person in my environment who constantly loses his keys, and he says, "I've lost them, I can't find them." And then I look at the same places that he has and I find his keys. Why can't he find his keys when they're in front of his eyes? Because he has already made up his mind. He thinks that he can't find his keys, he's lost them. So if you program your brain that nothing will change, well, nothing will. Nothing will in your head. If it does change, you won't be able to see it. So yes, let go of expectations, but don't close the door. Stay curious. Who knows? Something good might come out of it when you stop having expectations. I hope you liked what I had to say. If you did, like my video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you get a notification every time I post something. Thank you for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.